Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to learn how we turn this into this with a full restoration tutorial. For those of you that are new, this is Vintage Kicks Gallery. Alright guys, we have the $45 blazers from the last overnight from Japan. And with this restoration, I'm going to go really mild with it because I think these things look absolutely beautiful with the aged look. So the plan for these is to give them a deep clean. That's going to make the biggest difference. We're going to leave the creasing because I really like it, and then we're going to address all the areas that have lost their paint with an ivory color that matches. For these soles, we are going to de-oxidize them just a little bit, but I'm only going to leave them in the Lightbox enough to really take out the dark marks and the blotchiness and give them a nice consistent tan look. All right, let's get one of these shoes out of here right away. And I've had a shoe tree in these for the past 4 or 5 days, kind of lasting them, and that's what's given the shape. So let's take out the laces here, and so we can get started. All right, that was hard work. Now we're going to throw these nasty laces in the cleaning solution, and we're gonna let those soak. Eventually, we're probably going to let these soak in OxiClean overnight because they are nasty. So let's get started with the uppers, and of course, we're gonna start with the tongue. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my soft bristle brush and really go at this tongue. So the plan for these as far as cleaning is to do a mild cleaning by hand with these brushes, then take out the power scrubber and really go to town with them. So for 37 years old, these are really looking good, guys. Condition wise, yeah, they're dirty. They look kind of filthy, but construction wise, they are really solid. All right, now it's time to switch to the regular medium bristle brush and really go at the leather here. All right, I'm going to kind of let that soap really take hold of the leather and see what it can bring up before we go to the power scrubber. And I'm gonna move on to a stiff bristle brush and see what I can take off of these soles. Likely not a lot, but we're going to have to de-oxidize them anyway, so that means getting them as clean as possible. And for those of you that haven't seen the sole whitening video, go back and watch it. I'll link it here.
All froze. You feel me, man? I don't know if you do. Yeah, check. Look, radio now, I am ready to rumble. Bummer clap, blocking your shot can make my tumble. I'll piss on your bitch, I'll shit on your grave, and I'll drink all your juice like I'm Oriental.
All right, that's more than adequate for our hand brushes. Now we're gonna take out the power scrubber and really get at these things. So, for those of you that don't know, these are available on Amazon. They're rechargeable, and you just want to look up rotary shoe shine kit or some shit like that.
Are you loving Alex Forte? Hey, don't be shy, don't be lying. Hey, what if I give you this rose gold for your birthday? Would you like that? I know you like that. Yo, call me A Forte, aka your Padre, smooth as a criminal.
Oh yeah, guys, this is pulling dirt like crazy.
You know how I be though. Gotta help myself so I can help the people. Abstract beach bum. straight out of Cleveland. Girls, they be asking, how is he so handsome? Yeah, it should be random. Don't be try to gas him. If I'm not the best, I'll probably throw a tantrum, nigga.
All right, let's get these wiped down and throw them on the dryer. All right, they're clean and dry and looking good. Now we have to get this leather prepped for paint. And I've got the GoPro out, so I'm gonna try to give you guys some different angles here. I know it's kind of awkward in my way, but we'll come up with a better solution. All right, let's get this started. All right, these are acetoned and ready for paint. It's time to go get my brushes, and I have some Angelus flat white mixed with some cream, and it's gonna be a perfect match for this ivory paint. So let's get started. All right, for this paint job, I am going to basically cut it off about a 1/16 of an inch, or no, probably less than that, about a 1/2 millimeter from the actual line where it meets the sole, and that way it'll keep that really aged look. So let's get started. And I'm gonna start with the worst part here in the back and just make my way forward. All right, that's looking good. Now it's time to tack this toe box. So normally a shoe like this would take at least a few coats with white, but being that I'm going for that aged look, I'm only gonna do 1 to 2 coats on here because I want these marks and everything from underneath to kind of show through. And I think it'll be a really nice vintage look to it. At least I hope. All right, that's going to do it on the white paint. So what I'm gonna do is get these prepped with the Salon Care 40, throw them in the Lightbox, and that'll give this whole thing time for the paint to dry up top. Then we'll bring it back, throw some clear coat on it, and see if we did enough. right, and after a couple hours, we're back from the Lightbox, and what do you think? Went for kind of a sail color. I think it looks pretty good, and all in all, these are looking really good, guys. Now I'm going to take some Angelus matte acrylic finisher and spray it through the airbrush, give these guys a new clear coat, we'll lace them up, and take a look at the final product. So this stuff's pretty easy to apply. When using an airbrush, you can thin it down a little bit if you need to, but really out of the bottle it's fine. Some people add a little bit more matte. I try not to get it on the check or any area that I didn't paint. Well guys, let's let these dry, and I'm gonna come back, have them all laced up, and we'll see how they turned out. I'm pretty impressed though. Well guys, you've heard me say this before, but this is how we started, and this is how we end it. What do you think? Oh my goodness, do these look good? Check it out. All right, we have whitened the soles a little bit. We completely got rid of this dirt and this grime, 37 years worth. We deep cleaned all this grime and all that crazy shit off of here too with a power scrubber, and we relasted the shape. And other than that, it was a pretty mild restoration. I think that these results are pretty drastic while still maintaining the age and the worn look, which is exactly what we were going for in the beginning. So check them out. Absolutely incredible. I'm happy with these, and these will be on feet soon.